Hello, welcome to Wages of Cine's 31 Days of Horror. I'm Eric Miller, and today I will be reviewing a movie called The Shadows. I will read from the Ultimate Horror Collection DVD cover. Stranded on a remote island when their boat crashes, 5 friends seek refuge in a rickety lighthouse only to discover that if the storm doesn't get them, the shadows will. That's a synopsis of a very dark movie, and by dark I mean poorly lit. There's a lot of occasions you can't really tell what's going on because it's so dark. That took a little bit away from the movie for me. But in my notes I took some, there's 5 people on the aforementioned boat crash in the ocean. They come into this lighthouse, break in and find shelter and start a fire and get warm and dry. There's some hinting of some stuff going on between some history between a few of the people in the party. There's a married couple that are Adam and Catherine are married, and Jack and Rachel are a couple, not married though. But apparently there was at some point an affair between Jack and Catherine. There was a mention of some kind of accident that somebody was in, and while she was in the hospital in a coma, apparently her husband needed comfort, so he looked to another woman, and that's kind of the horror movie mid-movie breakdown of the mindset of some of these people going into it. What else have I written here? At 57 minutes into this movie, which is about, I think it's a minute 10. How long is this movie? 84. Hour 24. So about 2/3 into it, one of the characters basically spells out the plot. And the plot is that when the boat crashed in the ocean, they all died. And so this was they're in the afterlife when they stumble upon this island. And so while they're in this cabin, there are various shadows. The titular shadows are seen outside, and then occasionally I think it's supposed to be a pirate ghost kind of appears in the house and is trying to get them and drag them obviously to the afterlife or underworld or wherever they're headed. And they're resisting, but no one wants to believe that. And then they suddenly start dying. There's kind of the cabin fever. People start running out of the house and disappearing and not following the protocol for being alone in a house. So anyway, that's pretty much the gist of the movie. And at the end, 2 of the characters don't want to be dead, so they, I guess, win the battle and wake up on the beach as if their boat had actually crashed and they had actually survived. And then I guess they start their new life on a deserted island together. This movie, and I'll hesitate to call it a horror because it really wasn't very scary to me, at least. But other people could find it scary. My problem with it is that it's one of those categories of movies where some of the stars in the movie are also the ones who produced the movie. So I always have issues with that because I feel it kind of, if I write a screenplay, I'm not going to put myself in my own movie because I just don't think that's right. I feel that if I've written something, I should find people that can act it out. I shouldn't put myself as a lead because it's a part that I wrote for myself. I don't like things like that. That kind of detracted from it when I looked at the credits and the producers. I don't know. I'm stuck in the shadows. Let's just say that. Um, but yeah, it came on a horror collection. Again, I don't really find it to be too scary. Um, but the idea that they were kind of dead the whole time, and that I enjoyed that element of it. Even though, like I said, one of the characters very blatantly just says, "Hey, this is what happened," and then when it turns out that's the truth, you're kind of like, "Whoa, gee." There wasn't, it was kind of a shock, but it wasn't really a shock because it had been kind of foreshadowed, literally shadowed. So I will give this. I will use the poop scale for this movie. 1 out of 5, 5 being the most poops, meaning I really enjoyed it, 1 being the lowest poop. I'll probably give this movie a poop and a half. Again, it was, I give a poop as a kind of a baseline because if you can make a movie and get it distributed, you're doing something right. And the half poop is for the elements that I enjoyed, the dead the whole time. But again, it was very dark and to me not that scary, so I don't really would classify this as a horror movie. It's to me more of a thriller with a little bit of drama thrown in. So anyway, that is my review of The Shadows. Check it out and subscribe. Be a link somewhere, maybe above, maybe below. I'm not really sure right now. And that's all. I'll see you, and I'll see you next time. Stay scared.